Spoilers, Yellowstone, Half the Money, Season 4, Episode 1, Bad. So John's been shot about 783 times, but is still coherent enough to legibly write directions to find the van that helped attack him. Sure, I guess John's a vampire. Rip finds him and is all, "Hell no!" about 10 times, and he hurries to get John out of the sun before he turns to ash. John does manage to ask about the mom and little boy who he was helping at the scene. Ha 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 ha. No! The vampires are here to suck the life of bystanders, not regret their part in their brutal, untimely passing, silly! Meanwhile, Case gets all Case and flips his desk, steals a car, rams the stolen car into the before-mentioned van in John's sleepy vampire message, shoots about 6 guys in the middle of more bystanders, who also get shot, because what else is this show supposed to do with extras? You said you wanted more to do, Carol. Beth somehow manages to emerge from her bombed-out office. She was about 10 feet from a bomb and walks away with a messed-up back, singed clothes, and another murdered assistant. The helicopter comes for John and the mom, who was shot in the back. Ha, ha, ha! Why would it do that? Oh, and Tate shoots a guy who was attacking his mom, killing him. So welcome to the family, kiddo. They were told to go to the bunkhouse. So they go to the bunkhouse and witness even more mayhem. And I'm like, what are we watching? Why would you run towards the people shooting at each other? Rip makes it back to the ranch, and I'm just like, did he even call Beth? This is weird. But they tell him his house burned down, so he walks off to look at his house, unconcerned that Beth was almost blown up. I guess as long as she stays away from garlic, he knows she's cool. Then time jump. Beth is all healed and walks like she wasn't, blown up. As she visits John in the hospital, John's walking around with an IV, and I'm like, dude, you were shot 896 times. Are you like the original vampire? He's eventually herded into his room and sedated. And Ms. Thornhill and I are both like, so how much time has passed? No clue. Absolutely none. Beth goes outside and bonds with a 14-year-old by telling him he's a loser before standing with him to say goodbye to his nearly dead dad. John's sent home in a gurney thing, and it honestly made me laugh when they carried him up the stairs. So good for them. But he's pissed they removed his coffin for a hospital bed. Beth tells him they burned her house down, but it's okay. Rip eventually realized she was nearly blown up. Sometime later, again, time is relative, I guess, Beth goes and yells at Jamie for being Jamie. At some point, this thing in a flouncy bear costume emerges near the main house, and I'm like, is that Tate? And Ms. Thornhill's like, I think that's KC. It was KC in camouflage protecting the house, because of course he was. Maybe you could put up some cameras? Oh no, sorry. Yes. A flouncy bear costume to monitor a small piece of the property is a way more effective use of your time. I'm thinking maybe he should be using that time to find good therapists for his son and wife. No? Right. Sorry. Go hang out under a rock for a few more days. John decides to go talk to his ranch hands. Give them a pep talk for nearly all being murdered again for him. How about he steals all their money at cards? Is that a fair way to pay them back? No. We end with Rip taking a cooler to the stream where Lost likes to fish. He opens the cooler and tosses the rattlesnake on him, and no more Lost. I was like, did they just kill him? Did they want to get any proof he did it? Ha ha ha. What am I asking? Lost would totally be just fishing by himself after taking part in a plan to eliminate all of the vampires without any fear of retribution when he heard that they'd all survived. Yes, that completely follows Yellowstone logic.